Now, earlier on this week, I went along to the Crescent Arts Centre to check in on rehearsals at a brand new dance piece. It's called To Mind. It's been commissioned by Maiden Voyage Dance, and it has its premiere as part of this year's Belfast Children's Festival. Here's what happened when I went along to meet some of the people involved. Okay, so Sarah, welcome to Belfast. What's it like working here then?
I mean, yeah, it's been fun from the get-go, I have to say. I was talking about it a lot yesterday. Literally, the moment I stepped off the plane, it's been such beautiful, friendly conversation that you don't get in London. No offense to London, but people are so nice here. And it's just really refreshing to work with dancers that have that same energy as well. It's just super open and friendly and kind. I feel like I've just really slated London.
You have actually, but that's okay.
No offense, London, please keep employing me.
So tell us about the latest project that you're working on. I was upstairs in rehearsals, and I mean, it looks amazing so far.
It's called To Mind, is the name of the piece. And I was invited, super fortunate to be invited by Maiden Voyage to come and create a kind of 40-minute work that is going to be shown in the Children's Festival. However, it's definitely a piece I would say it's a piece for everyone. It's not just aimed at children. It's like aimed at everyone, and it's about memory. There's a kind of quite a long backstory, but essentially it's about memories and how we interpret different events.
It's inspired by a Harold Pinter piece, isn't it?
Yes, it's inspired by the piece Old Times, and I think I was really drawn to this play because it's about three people, and I really like the idea of walking into a dance process with not a script, but with a structure and with really clear kind of inspiration. So yeah, I found this play and I was like, actually there's something so interesting about these three different characters and how they're talking about old times. They're talking about events that they recall, but everything that they're saying is kind of like broken up and not quite linear. And that really reminded me of a dance process and how we make material. We'll kind of start with an idea, split it up, go back to it, chop that up and put that there. Part of the process that we had making the work was that I asked the three dancers to kind of create a memory that had happened between the three of them that wasn't real. So they all kind of thought up these fake stories between the three of them and kept them a secret from each other, but they all told me these memories. And that was the start of making the work, and part of the contract was that we don't tell each other the stories. So they're dancing this piece, knowing that there's material from each other's stories, but they don't know what the story is and they don't know what the memory is. And I think that's quite a nice thing for them to have within the work, is like this almost like a little secret going on between them.
The other great thing that stands out from this as well is the live music.
Oh, it's been incredible to have, three live musicians in the room. It's just such a blessing to have that when creating. It's really, really amazing. And to have kind of like percussion, a bit of electronics, and to have the harp as well, the instruments really juxtapose each other. And I think having those three musicians against the three dancers adds such a nice dynamic between the whole group. Yeah.
So we've mentioned as well this is being shown as part of the Children's Festival. So how important is it for children and young people to see live dance and get involved in projects like this?
Well, I think it's important for young people to see work that isn't just aimed for them. I think sometimes when we're creating work for children and young people, we feel like we have to make work that is a specific type of work. But I feel like let's challenge young people. Let's definitely give them something to think about, and because their minds work in, I think, such exciting ways, and they can create stories and images themselves. And if we almost make the work less complex. I think it's doing a disservice to their minds. Yeah. So I've really tried to make something that is suitable for everyone, but is exciting for young people to watch as well. And I think hopefully there's inspiration in there in some way, whether it's like young people watching this and being like, oh, I see myself in that work, or young people watching it and thinking they see story, or watching it and see kind of like the ability to become a performer in some way, or a musician. I think there's so much to see and be connected to within the work.
So right in the middle of rehearsals at the moment, how's it all going?
It's going remarkably well. I have to say it's been a wonderful process working with Sarah and Steve and the three dancers and the three musicians in the studio. They're creating something very, very special.
So this is the latest project from Maiden Voyage Dance. Tell us a bit about the background to your company then.
So I set the company up in 2002. We're a commissioning company based here in Belfast, and we create new discoveries in dance for artists, for audiences and for participants. So that involves us getting funding from the Arts Council and Belfast City Council, and inviting artists and pairing them with artists from here to create new work. And we usually perform it in Belfast and then tour it.
So what about the whole dance scene here in Northern Ireland? Have we got a good scene at the moment?
Oh, it's a fantastic scene. It's really evolved a lot since we established ourselves over 20 odd years ago. There's some wonderful talent here, both in terms of dancers and dance makers. So it's wonderful to see it grow and evolve.
So this is being performed as part of the Children's Festival as well. So how important is it for children and young people to get involved in dance projects then?
It's vital, I think, for a number of different ways, just for our own well-being, to have some type of creative outlet, and also to be able to come and visit a theatre space and see excellent work be performed in your hometown.
Brilliant. Just tell us when we can catch the performances then.
The performances are on Saturday the 9th and Sunday the 10th of March in the Crescent Arts Centre at 3 p.m. and 5 p.m.